Uh-oh, hold on.
Welcome into Darien, Game 1, Year 4 of Nihil Hockey here on Stream Sports Midwest. Good morning. My name is Aaron Shellen. I got Mike Napolitano to my left, and we got a good one for you today. We got Badger City taking on the Hawks in girls 16, 19U national matchup. And Mike, we got a good one to kick things off. Year number 4 here. A couple of undefeated teams early in the season.
Yeah, somebody is going home with their first loss today, and somebody is going to remain perfect. And you love to kind of see matchups like that, right, Aaron?
Yeah, especially early on. The girls have been playing now for a couple of weeks. Badger City off to a hot start, 5-0 on the year, outscoring their opponents 15-8 in those 5 games, while this Hawks offense, high-powered, they're 3-0. They have 14 goals in their 3 games, opposed to just 6 goals against. So a couple of really good teams going at it here this morning in Darien. The Northern Illinois Hockey League is the largest youth hockey league in Illinois and one of the largest in the country. It is made up of over 50 travel hockey organizations. Almost all the clubs are from Illinois, except for one here today, with a few from Indiana, Iowa, Missouri, Michigan, and Wisconsin. This is the 55th season of play in the Northern Illinois Hockey League. The Nihil member organizations field Tier 2 travel teams that compete in the squirt, Pee-wee, Bantam, and Midget age groups defined by USA Hockey. The league also offers all girls hockey divisions each season. Nihil partners with the Chicago Blackhawks to hold the league's Nihil Blackhawks tournament at the conclusion of the season. Found out today, March 6th. Put that date on your calendar. Those will be the Nihil Championships, the Premier Select and Girls Championships over at the UC. For more information about Nihil and its programs, please contact Bob Apter, the Nihil president, or visit the website at nihil.info. And I am really, really excited, Mike. Year 4, expecting big things for us. Looking forward to, we were talking before the game, and we got a target goal of 90 is what we're aiming for this year. 90 Northern Illinois Hockey League games here on Stream Sports Midwest between now and March 6th. That's the hope. That's the plan. And if you are watching this game and you want to have your game broadcasted as a Nihil Game of the Week, you can email us at streamsportsmidwest@gmail.com. Myself or my partner, Eric Willowhite, will respond promptly. And that's kind of where we are. We're about 10 seconds away from getting started here. Game 1, Year 4, and I am really looking forward to it. Last time out for Badger City was a 3-2 victory against the Warhawks. That was a couple of weeks ago, back on the 15th. And on the other side for the Hawks, their last Nihil game was a 3-0 victory over St. Jude down at Southwest Ice Arena. And now, get to see who's the starting goalie for each team, as each team lists a couple of goalies on their roster.
Yeah, Aaron, you mentioned 90 games is the target this year.
That's the target.
We're getting 3 right off the bat here this weekend. 2 today and 1 tomorrow.
That's right.
So a good start to the season here in the seeding round, and excited to get this first matchup underway.
That's right. Tomorrow it'll be the other half of our 4-man crew, as Nihil, the amount of work we've done for Nihil has allowed us to expand our production here a little bit. So tomorrow it'll be my partner, Eric Willowhite, and Ethan Wiles, who will be making his Stream Sports Midwest debut. They'll be up in Glacier for a 12U Pee-wee PSL matchup. Looking forward to that one. So make sure you tune in over on Stream Sports Midwest YouTube. And let's see what we got for goalies.
Well, we have one in the crease already down here on the Badger City side. I do not see a number yet.
I believe that's number 1. I think that's Aoife McGee down in goal. It's either going to be number 1 or number 99. Those are their 2 goalies, so it should be pretty easy to determine who's down in net. Down at the other side,
skating out there for the Hawks is number 1.
Who's not on our roster.
I don't know. I have
no, we're backwards.
We're
backwards. We are backwards, yes. I was looking at Chicago. I was looking at the Hawks. So there's my first mistake of the year. Comes before puck drop. You got to love it. We're ready to go here, and we'll get you the Badger City goalie as soon as she turns around and shows us the digits. We're underway. This is Lauren DeZillo behind her own net, swinging it around to the near side, up the near boards, and out to center ice. Played here by Badger City.
We have an interesting setup today. We have a couple of posts here that may cut off the corners for you, but we're going to do our best to make sure you can see as much action as possible.
Yeah, the near corners on both sides here at the Wales rink make things a little bit tough, but we'll do our best to
Sure enough, the puck finds that corner right away.
That's how it works, right? Puck worked out to center ice. Flipped into the Hawks zone. Taken over by Lily Sherman for the Hawks off some skate, and that will squirt down into the Badger City side of things. Over to play it now is Lauren Deutsch. In the corner, coming out with it is Kate Mulvihill. It's put in on goal, and behind the nets. The Hawks a little bit of pressure here in the early going. Badger City trying to work the puck out. They do dig it out to center ice. Good back check, though, by the Hawks. And they take the puck right back. Behind the net with it is Hannah Houlihan. Houlihan with some space, but then has her stick poke checked. Right at the red line. More center ice play, and now it's taken away by Badger City. This is Azzy White loses the puck. Deutsch dumps it in deep as the Hawks go for a change. Just underway. Good couple of moves there by Badger City to work the puck out. Bit of a mishandle there. Gives the Hawks an opportunity to break out. They lose the puck. It's kind of what you see when you get a couple of teams that haven't played in a while, right? Some choppiness out of the chute here a little bit, Mike.
Yeah, I'm trying to give you an idea of what's going on here in this game, but a lot of just back and forth in the neutral zone. Teams trying to get over their own blue lines, and as you said, a little bit of choppy, but it should settle down in a little bit here.
Yeah, you expect it will here over the next few minutes. We see this a lot in these first few seeding round games where the teams are just kind of getting a feel. You know, they haven't played, they haven't had many practices, haven't had many games together, so it takes a little while to kind of work things out, and we'll start to see some smoother play, I'm sure, as the morning progresses.
And as we previewed, both teams undefeated, so could be a very even matchup today.
Yeah, you would expect as much. Battle right along the far face-off dot behind the net with it now. It's Madeline Ciesla.
And that puck came right through the slot, but just nobody there in a white sweater. Try to pass between her legs there.
Yeah, Molly Wunderlich tried to go between her legs and the defender's legs. Battle along the near boards, right behind the pole, so just trust us. Hawks maintain possession, though. They've had possession down in the Badger City zone most of this first period. This puck is cleared out. That'll come down on Aoife McGee, her first touch. Now Lily Sherman. Sherman the cross-ice pass, looking for Wunderlich, not able to connect. Mia Tokim. She loses it. Badger City has it here. Natalie Jasicki.
Both teams have looked decent going D to D, but have struggled to get this puck out of their zone on that next move.
Stolen away here by Badger City. Here's a clear, a shot off the post and in. Natalie Jasicki, there's a turnover. Jasicki in the slot. She goes blocker side. Badger City takes a 1-0 lead.
Well, Aaron, that looked like that puck that squirted through the crease on the other end of the ice just moments ago, and this time there was an attacking sweater in the top of the slot to capitalize on that one. That may have been the first official shot on goal, or at least first tough one that Aoife McGee had faced, and unfortunately it was a point-blank effort from the top of the slot.
Yeah, and that was a nice shot by Jasicki. She went low blocker side off the inside of the post and in. So 1-0 Badger City here with 10 minutes left to go in period one.
We'll look to see in the next few minutes if that is a momentum killer for this Hawks team, as they've had the possession, especially in the offensive zone this entire time, and just one puck goes the other way.
And that'll be an icing call.
And we'll have a face-off all the way back down in the Badger City side of things to the right of their goaltender. First stoppage of play we've had since the goal.
Starting goalie for Badger City, one of the great things about doing these games is I can just jump into the stands and talk to the fans and find out, get some information. So this is Bella Kinney, number 33, starting in goal for Badger City. Thank you to the Badger City faithful who have made the trek down here to Darien.
And thank you, Aaron, for grabbing that info for us.
Yes.
Because I was just saying that face-off was coming to her right, as this puck is now down low.
Behind the net, back to the point here. Shot from the point, and that finds the net. Sandra Romanark from the high slot area, just through some traffic. Top corner, it's 1-1.
Both goals in this one, Aaron, have come from low, below the goal line, and then a puck just shot up high. One in the slot, one at the point, and that one just finds its way through a number of bodies and into the back of the net. That was a beauty.
Yeah, that was a nice shot by Romanok from where she was, right by the blue line, and finds the back of the box, or finds the back of the net, and it's 1-1. Here's the puck now cleared out. Played here by Olivia Laurie. Laurie takes it behind her net. Hounded there by Claire Hansen, able to work the puck up but not out. Second attempt does able to get the puck out, a potential 2-on-1. Here's Cabela. And in ahead of the play is Mulvihill for an offsides.
Well, Olivia Laurie had some nice puck protection there, realized that she wasn't going to be able to get out of the zone herself, so used the goal as protection and tried to shoot it up the boards. Didn't get out at first, but eventually her team is out of their zone and looking to go on the attack.
Nice move by Laurie to get herself some space. Runs into a wall of powder blue and black. Swept along the boards but kept in. Badger City behind their own net here, 8.5 left in the first period. Tipped up but not out, kept in, thrown towards the goal, and Kinney's able to cover up. That was Lily Sherman from the near point, just turned and fired it on goal. 1-1 here with 8:24 left to go. Game 1, year 4. Stream Sports Midwest and Nihil.
This face-off will come to the left of the Badger City net.
Puck is worked up and out, almost out of the zone, and now it is out of the zone. Jasicki, the goal scorer for Badger City, was right there. Pops up in the air right in front of the Hawks bench.
I saw a couple of worried faces that might have been heading into the bench, but it stays in play here.
Sherman with it behind her own goal. Lily up along the near boards, punched out. Nice little self pass by Ciesla. 3-on-2. Ciesla jumps around the defense. Had Reese Mangano with her, not able to complete the pass, and Badger City's able to get back defensively. Here's Josie Cullison. Taken away, put in on the goal, and I don't think Kinney knew where that was initially. That was Lily Sherman again, just putting the puck towards the net. Out to center ice. Ledoux gains the red line and dumps. Nicely done by Gabrielle as she had a player right in her face but was able to gain the red line and dump it in, so no icing. Forces Badger City to play it in their own zone. Kept in again by the Hawks. Thrown deep by Lauren Deutsch. Swung up around the far boards now. Badger City working hard to get the puck out. They can't. Hawks just turn around and slide it back in.
Yeah, this has been a really nice shift from Tatiana Kalanis as she fights to poke check that puck, keep it in the zone, and then just as it's about to leave the zone again, gloves that puck down, and it's not a hand pass. She was able to touch it with her stick and keep it in there for her teammates.
Here's Jasicki. He throws it in deep. Finds Azzy White on the far side. 3 white jerseys, 2 black. White comes out with it. Skating ahead with it is Deutsch. Deutsch flips it to Wunderlich, tries to complete that pass. They can't. Badger City will possess. Hawks take it right back, though. aerial pass looking ahead for Wunderlich. Nice tap pass there to Vogel.
Ooh.
And that'll be a penalty on Badger City. That was a pretty pass by Molly Wunderlich to Brooke Vogel, and it will lead to a Hawks power play.
Yeah, Aaron, that play started with a D-to-D pass that we've seen this Hawks team basically perfect all game, and they're able to get the stretch pass through the neutral zone that is just then tapped right over at the blue line. Not offsides, and the defense had to react there, and we'll get a power play here. Face off won by the Hawks. Try to throw that in front.
Badger City.
I believe that puck came out.
Yeah, it did, just by a hair. So face off in the neutral zone is Sandra Romanuk. The goal scorer for the Hawks not able to keep that in at the point. This is flipped up to center ice. Romanuk turns and throws it right back in. This is Zoe Engelke. She'll bang it off the boards. Houlihan plays it now, goes D to D. Romanuk back to Houlihan, gaining the red line. Houlihan with some space. She'll take the blue line. Down along the half boards now. Down deep behind the net. She's pinched off, but able to dig through it and comes all the way out the other side. Nice move.
Wow.
Back to the points. Romanuk again. She'll take it in deep. Romanuk centers it, and it's tipped aside over to the near half boards where Badger City will possess. And now out to center ice. 1-on-4 comes Badger City. That's White has it taken away. Hawks now into the neutral zone. Stolen away. White has it stolen back from her by Mulvihill. Collision at the blue line, and that puck is put in behind the Badger City net. We're under 5 left to go here in the first period. Here's a steal. Walking in, the shot deflected. Good stick work by Badger City, as it looked like Olivia Laurie was going to go one-on-one with Bella Kinney there.
Badger City, knowing that that puck is going to get centered there from the Hawks, and a couple of dark blue sweaters are able to clear out of their slot area, but one of them actually sprung them on that chance going the other way, and as you mentioned, Aaron, it was a 1-on-4, just trying to penalty kill time, wind that special teams clock down if you're Badger City.
Yeah, and in the hope, if you're Badger City, is that you can gain some momentum from a good PK, right? Offensively, this game has been tilted. It's tied at 1, but the ice has definitely been tilted down to our right. So if you're Badger City, the hope is you kill this power play and maybe get a little momentum going the other direction. There's a shot and save made by Bella Kinney with 4:12 left to go in the first, 4 seconds left on the power play. 1-1. The first of 2. We've got this one, and then we get a bit of a break. We're going to tear down, go get some lunch, and we'll come back for a 10U matchup right on the rink behind us.
Yeah, 4:10 is the start for that one, I believe.
Yep. So a bit of a delay, but that's all right. Go get some food, relax, enjoy our Saturday, right?
Yeah.
Here's some good work down the near side. Backhand pass, nobody home. Flipped out to center ice.
This Badger City team likes to play off the rush. Might just be that's all that they're being given right now by the Hawks, but if only they had one more sweater there in the middle to capitalize on some of these centering passes, they could have a similar goal to that first one.
Yeah, I mean, if you had 6 skaters out there, it would work out well for you most of the time, right?
Got to kill those penalties first.
That's right. Here is the goal scorer, Natalie Jasicki.
Oh, and she's got another.
That was... Lost that for a second, but for Natalie Jasicki, that's her second goal here in the first period. And just like I said, Mike, you use that PK, gain a little bit of offensive momentum, and Jasicki's got herself a pair.
She was below the goal line, Aaron, just threw that puck as goaltender Aoife McGee was going down into the butterfly position and spinning back into her crease, and it just, I think, caught the inner pad and the skate and found its way to the back of the net.
Looks like we're going to have a goaltending change here. I think this is Emily Madison. It's the only other goalie on the roster. The number doesn't match, but we're going to go with Emily. So Aoife McGee out, Emily Madison in here. 2-1, Badger City with the lead.
We may have to rely on the chat if anybody knows
yes.
names, but I would imagine you're right. There's not a third goaltender, just a different number.
Yes. If anybody is watching this game and is a fan of the Chicago Hawks, if you could confirm, number 94 is Emily Madison. That would be terrific. At any rate, Badger City with a 2-1 lead. They've been outplayed from a possession standpoint, but 2 shots on goal, 2 goals. Hawks now work it up to center ice. There's a collision at the blue line. Swept in by Tatiana Kalianis. Down low, below the blue line. Kalianis on the forecheck. Trying to work it out there is Maddie Brunig. She can't. And down deep now. Lola Day for Badger City. Nice little outside move to the end to get herself some space. And out on it 1-on-5 here is Maddie Brunig.
Really good puck protection there.
And here's a shot, a nice save with the glove. Emily Madison. That's a tough shot from the high slot. Madison makes the save, though.
I really like, I'm not sure which skater that was from Badger City that took that puck in, but realized it was a 1-on-5 and pulled up, did that button hook turn on the half boards and looked for help, and help came in the delayed attackers, and you create a really nice chance out of that if you're Badger City.
Cullison loses it to Lori. Lori going to be icing. It is going to be icing as Lori was on her side of the red line when she cleared that in. Minute 58.
Aaron, both of those Badger City goals came from down low. Of course, one needed the extra shot from the slot. The other one, of course, banks in off the Hawks goaltender, but if you're the Hawks, you look to put pressure down low in your own zone on a couple of these Badger City rushes because, as you mentioned, the possession has been largely for the Hawks in this game. Just a couple of mishaps, and all of a sudden you're down by a goal.
Badger City now out into the neutral zone. Here comes Jasicki again. She's already got 2. In the far corner, Josie Cullison back to the point, knocked off her stick. Clearing pass up ahead to Brooke Vogel. Vogel with some space. Vogel with the shot goes high and wide. In the near corner, swept behind the nets. Puck squirts out into the slot area. No harm, no foul there for Badger City. They'll work the puck out to center ice. It's swept in by Jasicki. Behind the net now is Lori.
Better trying to work this puck in through the neutral zone and across the blue line. That one just happened to be offsides. Here come the Hawks.
Yeah, up into center ice with it. Lily Sherman. Back to the point. The shot in. That's a bounces up in the air. That was a nice shot from the point by Houlihan. Out in front now. I slot back to the point. The puck comes out to center ice where Lauren DeZillo will have to play it. Houlihan again. And that will do it for period number 1. So a fun first period. Badger City, a couple of goals. A goal for the Hawks. 2 goals by Natalie Jasicki, 1 by Sandra Romanuk. And it's 2-1 Badger City as we go to period number 2. The 2024-25 season is just beginning, and the teams are playing their first few games of the schedule. Keep your eye on the NIHill.info website and the NIHill Facebook and Instagram pages for upcoming broadcasts of NIHill games. Our next NIHill game of the week will be, in about 4.5 hours over on the other rink. Hawks Squirt 10U will host the Falcons 10U Squirt. That'll be, as Mike said, 4:10 p.m. Tomorrow, Ice Dogs and the Irish Rovers in a 12U matchup. Premier Select at Glacier Ice Arena at 11:30 a.m. Tune in on the Stream Sports Midwest YouTube channel. If your team manager is interested in arranging a NIHill Game of the Week broadcast, ask them to contact Eric or Aaron at streamsportsmidwest@gmail.com. The Chicago Blackhawks want to let you know about their Try Hockey for Free event the weekend of October 12th and 13th. Join the Blackhawks as they kick off the NHL season with Try Hockey for free events at 27 partner rinks across Illinois and neighboring areas. This initiative aims to introduce kids to the excitement of hockey by lowering the barriers to entry and sparking a lifelong love for the game. Participants will have the opportunity to experience the joy of hockey in a fun and welcoming environment with guidance from experienced coaches. Each location will provide information about programs available for those eager to continue their hockey journey. Plus, registrants will receive a jersey, t-shirt, hockey stick, and a ticket to a Blackhawks game for the upcoming 2024-25 season at no additional cost. To find a participating rink near you and to register, go to nhl.com/blackhawks/amateur/try-hockey. That's a new read. I like that.
Can I try? I want a free ticket.
Free
and a
hockey
stick
is good for everybody, man. I'm all about free hockey.
Continuing with what they had at the end of that first period, which is a little bit of a momentum.
Yeah, and that momentum, as I mentioned, stems from that PK. They were able to kill off that Hawks power play, and from that point on, Badger City started to put a little bit more pressure on this Hawks team. So it's 2-1 Badger City here as we enter period 2. Wunderlich sweeps it to space, but nobody there other than Josie Cullison. Cullison's shot is deflected. She gets another attempt on the backhand, save made by Madison, and that's thrown up into the net for a whistle and a face-off. So shots are listed at 4-4. That feels about right. You know, you never know how accurate that is, as you've got volunteers down there doing the best they can, but that feels about right? It feels pretty even in the shots on goal department.
Yeah, they're right below us, Aaron. They seem pretty dialed in, so I can imagine that's fairly accurate. We haven't seen a whole lot be put on net, but a lot of passes to the slot that, could create chances for either side, as there's one of those.
This hops in on Madison. She's able to get the mid on it for a whistle and a face-off. So this is game 1, year 4. I was going back and looking at some of our previous spreadsheets in our first season in 2021. My partner Eric and I did about 65 Nihil games, and then in 2022, that number dropped. We only did about 42 games in 2022. Last season, we were up over 70, including all of the games over at the United Center for the Nihil Premier Select Championships. And as I mentioned, our target goal this year is 90. So we want to be busy. We want to be bringing you as many Nihil games as possible here in this 2024-2025 season. And it all starts today with the Hawks and Badger City.
The Hawks keep trying to use the boards on this near side to get this puck out. And Badger City has identified that and have picked off the last few chances that they've had. Maybe take it back to their own Badger City blue line, go D to D, and then shoot up the wall the other way. But the Hawks are struggling now to find lanes out of their own zone as another faceoff will come to the right of their goaltender.
Madison came in about 3/4 of the way through that first period, replacing Aoife McGee.
And it looks like we have McGee back in net there. That's a number 1 again.
That is number 1. You're absolutely right.
Might just be splitting crease time today. It might not have anything to do with the score, as I think a couple of those chances were just tough point-blank shots. Yeah, and an unfortunate bounce.
The first goal McGee gave up was with Natalie Jasicki in the slot in between the dots by herself, and then the second one was just that deflection off of a pad into the back of the net. Up along the near side and out. Back to play it will be DeZillo. Lauren DeZillo turns and sweeps it back out to center ice. Lola Day skates across the blue line into the offensive zone. He's pinched off. Swept around to the near side. White back to the point, the shot in. And McGee's able to make the save off the stick of Zoe Engelke.
That was good work from Badger City to keep that puck in, work it down low, and just poke it to a teammate. But that shot from the point, McGee saw that the whole way, able to get the glove on that, and we'll have a face-off to her left.
Hey, those point shots are nice. I mean, we saw the Hawks. That's how they scored their goal in the first period. You get a point shot through some traffic, and It can find the back of the net pretty easily, but yeah, that time Aoife saw it all the way. It's an easy save for number 1. Here come the Hawks now. It's Carolyn Cabela has the puck taken away from her. Badger City. Nice move there. Puck got a little too far off the stick, though, of Maddie Brunig. Over now into the far corner. Centering feed. Backhanded.
I believe that
wide.
hit the side of the cage.
Yep. That puck swept away by Bella Kinney, and that'll trickle out to center ice. Backhanded back up and cleared in by Reese Mangano. Down in the corner with it now. Ledoux, or excuse me, that's Cabela. Cabela loses it, and it's taken now by Cullison. Josie Cullison behind her own net. Right up through the middle. Backhanded out to center ice.
It's a really nice play by Cullison. Head up the whole time, finding her teammates at the top of the zone, trying to get that puck out.
Well, backwards pass here to Cullison. Cullison rips the shot, and the save is made. Excuse me, that wasn't Cullison. That was Natalie Jasicki, who already has 2. That was 90, not 20, who fired that wrist shot. Jasicki, 2 goals in the game. It's a 2-1 Badger City lead.
Face-off will be to the right of McGee.
Pushed around the boards and out to center ice. A race for the puck. Here comes Molly Wunderlich. She wins the race. She backhands it, but it goes wide. Played there by Cullison. Cullison stops on a dime, comes back the other way. A couple of white jerseys take the puck away. Kept in over there for the moment by Lily Sherman. And now Badger City just taps it to center ice. Here's Nora Shaughnessy now. Gives the puck away. Nice move in. And some stick work by Badger City keeps Lily Sherman from walking in all alone on Kinney.
Yeah, good stick positioning and a lot of speed I've seen from this Badgers team to be able to back check on some of these rushes and snuff out any chance that the Hawks have been having.
Back to the point. The puck deflects in towards the goal, and that goes wide of the near post. Pass back to the point, kept in at the point. Now down low. 2-1 Badger City lead. Puck squirts through the blue paint. Nobody able to get the stick on it.
I believe that was a nice stick lift from Josie Cullison in the slot there. Otherwise, Hawks may have gotten a tip from the low slot.
Jasicki's able to turn and fire it out. Now here's Cullison with some space. Walking in with it, that's Lola Day. Day with a nice move, but cut off by Aoife McGee. Here's a shot from the near point, or the near dot rather, is blocked aside. Now a shot from the point pops up into the air behind the nets. Hannah Houlihan. Now Lauren Deutsch has it on her backhand up, tries the indirect pass.
Blown tire there for Badger City, but they're able to clear.
Speed from Lola Day. She's the first one on it. Stops the near half boards behind the net with it. It's taken off her stick by DeZillo. DeZillo loses it. High slot area. The shot deflects wide off the stick of Haley Royster.
Almost had a backdoor chance off that deflection even for Badger City.
Puck is cleared up and out. Engelke plays it. Cross ice. It's taken by the Hawks. Speed the other direction. Good work along the boards there by Tokeem, though. Puck in the slot, and that'll come wide.
Just couldn't get that extra stick on it. That's been the story this entire game for this Hawks team.
Claire Hansen stops the near half boards, turns and spins and fires a blind pass on the backhand that's taken away. Here's Kate Mulvihill. Mulvihill walking in. The shot tries to go short side, but the save is made, I think, off the stick of Bella Kinney.
Really good awareness from the Hawks there. That had to be blockered aside to stay on side and get themselves that chance.
Back to the point. The shot whistles wide of the far post. That was Lauren DeZillo. Pushed towards the nets by Cabela. Behind the net with it, Mia Tokim. Race for the puck here. Maddie Brunig not able to pick the puck up, and the Hawks come the other direction. Claire Hansen stopped right at the blue line.
This Badger City team has been very strong at their own blue line. The only chances from this Hawks team have had to develop from the point or a dump down low.
Which is what Mangano does right there, dumps it down low, and Hawks able to keep it in. Still 2-1. We're down to 5:50 left to go in the second period. Out to center ice. Hawks will play it here. Fired off of Mangano, Houlihan, and it's taken there by Cullison. Cullison skates the red line, gains the red line, dumps it in. Backhand pass there. Hawks able to work it out to center ice. Engelke will play it in her own zone. Zoe skates in front of her netminder. Able to skate through some traffic, and that was deflected, so no icing. Over to the near side. It's Romanuk. She's the only goal scorer for the Hawks. Out to center ice, taken there by Badger City. Onto the stick of Natalie Jasicki. Jasicki on the backhand, drives towards the net. That was a strong move, but the puck just squirted off her stick. Has it taken away by Lily Sherman behind the net. Turned and fired Sydney Cohen back towards the goal. Badger City now out in the neutral zone. The Hawks will possess. D to D here, Romanuk. Up ahead to Kalianis. Tatiana in a race for the puck with Nora Shaughnessy. Shaughnessy bumps her off the puck.
I don't believe we were going to get an icing on that play. I think it was called off, but still good hustle from the Hawks.
Here's a chance now for Badger City, one-on-one. This is AZ White. White drops it off. Day behind her own net. Lola Day indirect and finds her D. Back to Engelke. Her shot is deflected down, knocks down the Hawks defender, but the Hawks will come out to center ice. Engelke will take it right back. Gains the blue line with some space. Takes it wide. Below the red line now. Engelke has it knocked off her stick.
That was Tatiana Kalianis that ate that shot and then also ate the little bit of a bump there.
Yeah. She blocked the shot and took the worst of the hit. And I think we're going to have a penalty called here on the Hawks for a trip.
And that puck is touched. There was delayed call, so we almost saw goaltender Isabella Kinney coming from that Badger side, but not in time for them to get the sixth attacker before they'll get this power play.
Sticks and skates as Molly Wunderlich is in the box.
And we can't quite see it on the broadcast. Oh, well, maybe a little bit through the railing there, but we'll get you back to the play action here.
Puck is fired up and out. First power play here for Badger City comes the final couple minutes here of period 2. And there is icing on the PK, so you got to be careful when clearing that puck out. Badger City will have an offensive zone draw here.
Aaron, we started out with this game, and the Hawks had the majority of the possession. The ice seemed tilted the other way, and special teams has been the momentum swing for this Badger City team.
A couple of shots from a bad angle. That was Jasicki again. She scored a goal from that angle earlier in the game, so why not, right?
Tried it again. This Badger City team killing a crucial penalty and now getting an opportunity on the power play themselves.
This is swept out by Mulvihill and doesn't reach the red line, so no icing. Mulvihill plays it down low. Behind the net with it. Coming out with it now is Badger City. They lose it though. Zillow, shot deflected into the near corner where Tokim will play it over to the far side. Sydney Cohen with some space and some time. Finds Jasicki. Jasicki up ahead to Cullison.
Aaron, we've talked about power plays in this league and sometimes almost favor the team that's short-handed because there's so much extra ice out there. Look out, here come a Hawks opportunity. And they'll win a face-off in the offensive zone short-handed. Badger City trying to play a little too much off the rush on their power play, struggling to get something going in that offensive zone.
Face-off will be to the left here, of Bella Kinney. Cleared up to the red line, but not out. Behind the net is Engelke, Zoe up the near boards and dug out by White. White throws it to space. Haley Royster.
Look out, that one's in the bench.
Into the Badger City bench here with 1:58 left in the second, 26 seconds left to go.
Lily Sherman flipped that puck into the bench. Of course, it was tipped and redirected, but she got right off over the boards as if to say, it wasn't me.
Into the offensive zone with it is Kiki Burkhart. And worked out. Madeline Ciesla down deep. Badger City, a couple of skaters down there, though. We're battling two to a side along the near half boards. Power play just about up, so each team 0 for 1 now on the power play.
You heard those stick slaps from Kinney as she was warning her team that man advantage was almost up. You typically hear it from the other end of the ice, but this power play has been all in the Badgers' end.
Olivia Laurie with a nice move from the outside back in, got herself a little bit of space and rifled the shot off the blocker of Bella Kinney. Pass up ahead for Claire Hansen. Hansen on the backhand. That puck finds its way in on Aoife McGee, and Aoife uses that left pad to keep it out of the net. Shaughnessy gets hassled. And now Tokeem throws the puck the length of the ice, looking for the home run pass. Maddie Brunig not able to connect.
We'll get an icing coming all the way back down into the Badger end to the right of Jessie Kinney.
45 seconds left, an opportunity here for the Hawks. If they can win, they can win the draw. They can set something up in their own zone. It's dumped in deep by Mulvihill. Mulvihill has it taken off her stick, but the Hawks get it back below the red line. It's Mangano put towards goal and comes out the other side. Here's a shot from the point, pops up in the air.
Not sure if those two battling for it knew where that was. As you said, it popped up.
Fortunate bounce there for Badger City as there was a Hawks skater waiting in that high slot, but the puck comes out. This is Gabrielle Ledoux. Ledoux up ahead now to Mulvihill. Out to center ice. We're down to 2-1, and that'll do it here for the second period. Still 2-1, no change in the score. As we go to the third period, the Chicago Blackhawks are proud to sponsor the Northern Illinois Hockey League. Hawks fans, be sure to catch these upcoming games. Tuesday, October 1st, preseason hockey, man. I'm thrilled that hockey is back. Chicago will be in Minnesota taking on the Wild, and then Friday the 4th, the Wild will be in Chicago to take on the Blackhawks. Don't miss the Chicago Blackhawks in action. How excited are you for Blackhawks hockey this year?
I am very excited. I think they're going to have a little bit better of a season than last year, of course. They're building on stuff, and, you know, it's just, as you said, always good to have hockey back. Now we just need a Blackhawks win. I know it's preseason. It doesn't matter too much, but I'd like to see a win.
Are they building on stuff, or are they building on 98?
You know what
I mean? It's like there's a build, and then there's, hey, we've got Connor Bedard.
Building on 98, but you have Artem Levshunov that you just drafted second overall this year. You're going to be building around him. Kevin Korchinski and a lot of that defensive young crew that they have there. And then, of course, you've named Nick Foligno as your captain.
I love Fliggy.
That is the right move for sure. Of course, this will eventually be Connor Bedard's team. But Fliggy is that veteran presence, that dad figure to them right now, and he's going to teach them a lot. And they're going to learn.
As a Bruins fan, I love me some Nick Foligno. He was fantastic in his couple of years with the Bruins. The same type of thing. I mean, obviously didn't necessarily need quite as much leadership in that Bruins clubhouse with Bergeron and Marchand and those guys, but he is a perfect fit for this Chicago Blackhawks team, given where they are right now, I think. He
had the C with Columbus for a little bit, I believe.
Yep.
And he'll regain that C on his sweater, and rightfully so. A little bit better goaltending for this Blackhawks team. A couple of free agent signings that I'm excited to see, and just a matter of whether this team can gel together. I don't think playoffs are quite in the forecast yet, but
no.
Just happy to have some hockey back.
Yeah, I think we're probably another year, right? You get another year for Bedard under his belt. You get Lev Shunoff that first full year, and if you're a Blackhawks fan, you got that stud 1C and you got your stud 1D, and you just kind of work from there, right?
Absolutely, and it's a crucial year for Rockford as well, Aaron. To bring this back to Nihil, we're going to be getting to do those championships at the UC, but we may have a couple of tricks up our sleeves with some other venues. I'll just leave it at that.
Oh yeah. They're hopefully, as I said, the more we do this, hopefully the more opportunities present themselves to be able to bring you more Nihil hockey as the year progresses.
Both teams switching up lines for this face-off. Comes to the left of the Hawks net.
No scoring in that second period. In the first, 2 goals by Natalie Jasicki for Badger City, 1 for Sandra Romanuk for the Hawks, and that gives us a 2-1 lead. A little aerial pass looking for Kalianis. Tatiana not able to.
Well, she was able to get a stick on it, but just deadened that puck a little too much. Couldn't spring herself on that breakaway.
We're out to center ice with it. Lily Sherman tries to backhand it, but gets sandwiched at the blue line. Stolen there. The shot whistles wide of the far post. That was Molly Wunderlich, and called her name a couple of times. She's looked pretty good, number 73 in white. Big target. Stole that puck out of midair.
That is a really good keep from Carolyn Cobella, recognizing the pinch and gave her team a chance, but look out, that's another puck into the bench. It's a scary neutral zone this afternoon here.
And when we were talking early in the game about how the Hawks had sort of tilted that ice at the beginning, and you wonder how much of that is travel, right? And Badger City's coming from Madison. It's not that big a haul, especially for an 11 o'clock game, but they were probably up early, right? And I'm not a morning person.
Me neither.
But I guess if you're going to play travel hockey, you got to figure out a way to become a morning person, right? A lot of early mornings as that puck is thrown in on Aoife McGee as she makes the save. We've seen that. I mean, we've had to get up at 5, 6 in the morning for certain games and certain events. And
I'm ready to do it again.
Yeah, so am I.
Despite, I know last year we talked, Aaron, you're a coffee drinker. I am not. But what I have discovered more of, I knew about them before, but I've got this routine now with, have you ever heard of Liquid IV?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Those are keeping me awake most days.
I'll drink enough coffee for both of us. My friend. Don't worry about that at all. Here's Ciesla now, 1-on-2. Ciesla tries to go straight through the defense, but is sandwiched off there. And the puck is taken away by Maddie Brunig. Scaled around to the near side. And out to center ice. Brunig now the other direction. Yeah, early mornings, definitely some early mornings. When we have some of these games that we do in central Illinois, when we have to head down to Bloomington or Peoria, or we have to go out to, I think last year you and I went out to South Bend together, and that was an early morning.
South Bend, and talk about Wisconsin, a couple of games in Kenosha.
Yep. Yeah, we're all over the place. I like being able to step outside of kind of the Chicagoland area, so to speak, and to get to some of these rinks that we don't normally get to go to. We're here at the Darien Sports Complex, Darien Sportsplex quite a bit. Tomorrow we're at Glacier. It feels like we spend as much time at Glacier as we do in our homes during the Nihil season.
That is true.
The Canlin rinks. So it's nice to do some of these, even if it's early. And, once you get a little bit of that coffee or that liquid IV in you. And
look out, we're getting a power play here.
Penalty on the Badgers, yeah. Collision over on the far side. For me, it's all about that adrenaline, right? Once you get to the rink and you start to get set up, that adrenaline kicks in. It's just like the players on the ice.
Absolutely.
You might be tired in the car on the way to the rink, but the time you get there and you get set up, you're ready to go.
That is for sure. Looks like we will get this Hawks power play. Let's see if they can change things up from that first man advantage. As that puck squirts in after.
How did that make it through? Yeah.
Couple of bodies in front, and I'm not actually sure who that went off of. We're going to get a chance to see maybe who skates to the bench first here, but shot from the point, and that just rattled around.
May have been Lily, that's 90. I think that's Brooke Vogel, number 92, who's going to get credit for that one. Yeah, just punching it in, and sometimes, it's cliche, and it's the first time I'm going to break it out this year, but you put the puck to the net and good things happen, right?
You've got that right, and that puck, I saw it bounce up in the air, lost it in some sweaters and some skates, but look out, we may be having a coach talk. Well, this is the Hawks bench, so I don't think they'd be arguing the goal call here. Not sure what we could be discussing. I'm not actually sure what that was, Aaron. Are you?
No, I have no idea. we don't when we don't have the officials mic'd up, we don't know what's going on.
Maybe the post-game press conference will give us a little bit of an idea.
Yeah, maybe.
If we had one of those, I wish,
yes,
right?
Right.
But regardless, this is a tie game now.
2-2. 10:46 left to go. Hey, you said at the beginning of the game that one of these teams was going to leave undefeated, and one of these teams was going to leave with their perfect record intact. That may not be the case.
That is true, because this is seeding round. We could get a tie. Well, you can even tie in regular season.
Yes, yeah.
But
Hawks
that
here.
would be something.
Lily Sherman gains the red line, dumps it in deep. Pushed around to the far side, bounces up in the air and knocked down in front of the net, and that's put up into the screen for a whistle and a face-off.
Hawks are really starting to put the pressure on now. They got a little bit of momentum from that power play goal, and if they can pinch like they've been doing along the half walls, they'll be keeping this puck in the offensive zone and creating a couple chances, tilting that ice back to how it was at the start of the first period.
Hawks behind the net, back to the point. This is Houlihan, but she misplays it. Cleared in by Mulville Hill. Along the near half boards now. Down deep. Mia Tokeem has it taken away from her. Mulville Hill squirts off her stick, and that's cleared out, and it will likely be an icing. It will be, as we're under 10 minutes left to go here in period number 3. Good game one. Okay, all right. Down low. 2 to a side on the near half boards. Now 3 to a side. Badger City able to skate out to center ice with it. Pass looking ahead for Josie Cullison. Flipped out to the neutral zone. Engelke gains the red line, dumps and chases. Pushed around to the near boards. Hawks and dig it out of their own zone.
A little bit more pressure on over here on the Hawks side of things. Unfortunately, not seeing that speed from Badger City that we saw when the ice was tilted a little bit more their way when they had that lead. That puck is sent back into the Hawks zone. And a couple of Badger players were in the vicinity, so we'll get an off. Hawks go D to D. A little chip pass out.
Reese Mangano is able to chip it into the offensive zone. And now it's back into the Hawks side of things. Ciesla runs into Kiki Burkhart. Ciesla falls down. Burkhart able to clear it in. Hawks take it right back. They're able to get it out to center ice. Ciesla throws it the length of the ice, and that'll be an icing.
7:58 here to go in this final period, and we are deadlocked at 2, Aaron.
Yeah, been a good game one.
It may come down to who can get the momentum in these last few minutes here. We've seen a couple of special teams goals for both ends.
2 goals by Natalie Jasicki for Badger City, and for the Hawks, Sandra Romanuk and Brooke Vogel, I believe, is the one who will end up getting credit for that goal on the power play, but hard to tell.
Look out, we got a trip.
Yeah, we're going to have a trip called here on Badger City as 2 players skated in front of each other right at the red line, and it looks like Maddie Brunig will go to the box for the trip here.
And this is crucial, Aaron. The Hawks already riding a little bit of that momentum from their last power play effort, which resulted in the equalizing goal. And here we are with them on the man advantage again. Definitely trying to replicate that.
Yeah, and they scored that goal right off that opening draw of the power play as well. Didn't take them long. Back to the point. Bit of miscommunication there as Romanuk has it taken off her stick. Houlihan, the one-handed pass. Kalianis tries to clear it in, can't, and Badger City will clear it out, but that will be an icing.
Face-off will come down to the left-hand side of the Badger City net. Puck is dropped and won by the Hawks. They'll shoot this puck down low. Looking to get set up on this power play. Off a skate, but the Hawks are able to corral down low again. Little collision behind the net there. Hawks come up with it. They have numbers in front, but it's at the point. A flip shot just goes wide. And backdoor and an opportunity. I think that one went wide as well and rings around the far side boards.
Yeah, Lauren Deutsch was on that backside waiting for that rebound off the backboards and tried to go back towards the near post. Here's a centering feed that's underneath the Badger City skater. Power plays look pretty good, and you don't normally see that early in seasons, right? Power play, the PK tends to be very far ahead of the power play in most instances when a season starts, but this Hawks power plays look pretty good so far.
Yeah, a lot of really good puck movement off the face-off and then even down low to try to get that puck centered in a tic-tac-toe effort. A slap shot, look out. That one, I think, caught a piece of the glove, but then went wide off the cage.
Yeah, that was Ledoux from the point, and she got all of it. Just shot it a little wide. Here's Tokeem on the backhand, then forehand. She has to play it behind her own net again. 6.5 left, 40 seconds left on the power play. The Hawks put it in towards goal. The puck squirts out of the glove of Kinney behind the net. Hawks not able to take advantage initially. Back to the point. Here's Ledoux again. Ledoux dumps it deep. It's Nisevich, Jenna Nisevich behind her own net. Being hounded there. Little back pass looking for Vogel, not able to connect, and Badger City will take possession for the moment. It's
look
kept
out,
in.
off their own player, and it stays in.
Yep, Lily Sherman back to the point. Ledoux puts it towards the goal. Backhand and
wow.
in! What a shot! That was Brooke Vogel again. Bad angle backhand off the shoulder of Bella Kinney into the back of the net, and Vogel with a couple of power play goals here in the third period have given the Hawks a 3-2 lead.
Yeah, I believe that caught part of the mask as well. And that is definitely one that Isabella Kinney wants back. You could see the frustration as she kind of looked up after that one went in, but that was like a pinball that bounced around as that backhander went up. And the Hawks have taken a lead once again here.
3-2 Hawks. They took a 1-0 lead. Badger City scored the second and third goals. The Hawks have scored the last two.
So that one will be down in the Badger end for icing. We'll get a face-off all the way back down on the Hawks side. This will come to the right of goaltender McGee.
5.5 left to go in the third period. 3-2 Hawks with the lead. Badger City at the point. That's whipped towards the goal. The puck hanging around, and coming out with it is Olivia Laurie. That was Natalie Jasicki from the points. Tipped out, potential 2-on-1. Mangano puts it towards the goal, and that rolls up into the glove of Bella Kinney.
Would like to see Mangano take her time there, maybe shoot that puck across or shoot low as she did. But if you get the rebound off the pads rather than it being scooped up like a ground ball in the glove, could have a backdoor effort for this Hawks team and extend this lead.
Back to the point. Here's a hard shot from the point that goes wide of the near post. That was Romanuk again. Here's Houlihan. She shoots it off the shin pads of Sydney Cohen and out to center ice. Romanuk softly but loses it. Cohen turns and slings it deep as Jasicki is on the forecheck. Jasicki able to steal it for the moment. Kept in, it's in the high slot, and good defense there by Romanek to knock the puck away. Hawks now work it out with 4.5 left to go. Houlihan out to center ice. Nice move across the red line, gains some space, dumps it deep. Down low now. Lola Day behind her own net. Day turns and comes back on the forehand. Day out to the neutral zone. She gains the blue line, or the red line, stops right at the red line, turns around, and pass shoveled away by the Hawks. Lauren Deutsch. Teams play catch in the neutral zone that hops over the stick of Romanuk. She'll have to go back and play it. Finds her D partner Hannah Houlihan on the near side. And that's not kept in as Mia Tokim tried to keep it in at the near point, but couldn't. That'll be a face-off.
Yeah, she backed up past the blue line and then just shot that puck back forward. If you're at Badger City, of course, you're not trying to have an intentional offsides, but a whistle is favorable right now. Get yourself a chance to set back up. They've switched their offensive strategy a little bit. Not sure if it's on purpose. Rather than from low to, I can't even say high, low to slot to high to low. A lot of shots from the point with some opportunities in the slot.
Bounces away. Sherman puts the puck towards the net. She had a lot of space, but just turned and fired it towards the slot area. Taking it away here is Mulvihill. She's down low.
She's got that long reach, but able to work that puck out of the corner.
Ledoux with the slap shot. Stays on the ice. The backhand. A couple of taps at it by Kate Mulvihill.
Look
now
out.
Another shot. That one bounces wide. Bella Kinney makes a couple of tough saves there to keep this a one-goal game. Sherman now behind the net.
A little bit of jockeying for position in front of the net there as Badger City trying to clear bodies from in front of their goaltender.
Swung around to the near side. Ledoux patiently dumps it in. She didn't panic. Badger City finishes a change. Down under 3 minutes now. Badger City came in 5-0. The Hawks came in 3-0. Right now the Hawks up 3-2. Down to 2:40.
And if you're the Hawks, you're trying to keep this puck as far away from your net right now as possible. Maybe even kill time. That's a good keep.
Yeah, here's a good keep and a
Look
steal.
out.
Walking in, shot save made by Kinney. That was Vogel again. She was looking for the hat trick, but was stoned right at the crease. That was a pretty move by Brooke to get herself open.
Got trouble at the blue line for the Badgers, and the Hawks are right back in here.
Vogel again. I didn't call her name much in the first 2 periods, but she's been all over period 3 here for the Hawks. Down low, behind the net with it is White. Azzy White. Now Lola Day goes backhand, forehand, backhand, back to the point. The shot by Tokeem is deflected wide. Day again. Working hard, but has it taken away. Down to 1:40, net empty for Badger City.
Yeah, Badger City trying to make one final push here. They're going to have to wait till they're back on side. They do.
Tokeem gains the blue line. 6 skaters out there for Badger City, put into the far corner. Back to the point. Shot from the point, and Ethan McGee is able to make the save on the bouncing puck.
That was a crucial soak up right there from McGee. Kill the play, stop the momentum a little bit, maybe win a face-off in your own end and relieve some of this pressure that Badger City has with the extra attacker and the empty net. Timeout called by Badger City here.
Timeout called by Badger City with 1:20 left. They're down 3-2, and we're going to pack up here after this and we'll grab some lunch, and then we'll be back at 4 o'clock for a 10U gold matchup over on the rink behind us here at Darien Sportsplex. This has been a good game 1.
Yeah, back and forth, as we mentioned earlier. The Hawks hadn't had a lead since that first period. They scored that opening goal and struggled to find the tilted ice in their favor for the majority of that second period and a little bit into the third, but were able to score 2 and regain the lead, and it is a very different game than we have seen, honestly, each period here, Aaron.
Yeah, really. I mean, in that first period when the Hawks were sort of controlling the possession, you look up and Badger City had a 2-1 lead, and if you're Badger City, you got to feel pretty good about that, right? You were outplayed, but you were winning. You weren't playing your best hockey. You were up 2-1. It stayed 2-1 through the second. But here in the third, Brooke Vogel, power play goal to tie it, and then scored another goal to give her team the lead late in the third period.
Referees sound the whistle to end the timeout. 3-2, as Aaron said, in favor of the Hawks. Shots are 18 apiece, so I don't know.
Feels about
Other
right.
than the score line, I don't think this game could get any closer. And even the score line is just one tally off.
On the draw is Jasicki. It's won by the Hawks, but playing it down low is Cohen. Cohen backhands it towards the net, and that's cleared out to space nicely by Mangano. She's able to get it and just flip it high into the air. Back to the blue line. Romanuk clears it to center ice. Ciesla hounding Engelke. Zoe gets it up ahead to Jasicki. This is the players whose stick you want the puck on. Natalie Jasicki takes it wide. She's hooked down, no call. Behind the net with it, the Hawks get it up off the boards and out, down to 44 seconds. Back to play it is Badger City. In front of their own net, they wind up again. The pass up ahead. This is Cohen. Cohen throws it cross ice. Backhanded out nicely by Lily Sherman. Hawks just not giving Badger City anything here on this man advantage with the runner, with that skater advantage.
26 seconds to go here as that puck, third one of the day that we've had find its way into one of the team benches. It is a live jumping bean out there.
Yeah, you see the snow pile up in front of each of the team's benches. It's not a huge surprise. Walking in now with it is Tokeem. Tokeem taking it wide. We're down to 18 seconds.
Nice pull-up move along the boards, but sent down low, and the only white sweater's there to pick that up.
Down to 3, 2, 1, and that will do it. The Hawks, behind a couple of third period goals by Brooke Vogel, take game 1 of year 4 here on Stream Sports Midwest by the score of 3-2. Good first game, a lot of fun.
Yeah, a lot of back and forth action here. Both teams, I think, can hang their head high after this one. I'm sure for Badger City it doesn't feel good to not get the result, but a very tightly contested game by two previously undefeated teams, but it's the Hawks who remain perfect on the season.
So the Hawks will improve to 4-0, while Badger City will drop to 5-1. So that's going to do it here. Game one. Game two will start in about 3.5 hours. Mike and I are going to tear down, have some lunch, and we'll be back at 4:10 for 10U Gold. Thanks for joining us. And